Hi there! Have you ever wondered why we have seasons? Well, the following is going to help you to understand why this happens. Well, the first thing that you need to understand is that the Earth has two hemispheres, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. If you look at this picture of the Earth, you can see the equator, which is the thick black line in the center. Above the equator, you will find the northern hemisphere, which is where I'm from, Canada. And below the equator, you will find the southern hemisphere, where you will find places such as Australia, South America, and Antarctica. Because Canada is located near the top of the hemisphere, its seasons change quite drastically. The following shows how the seasons change in the course of a year in Canada. We begin in February, which is Canada's winter. The days are short and very cold, and we receive a lot of snow. As Canada gradually warms, winter turns to spring, which is in April and May. The days get a bit longer and warmer, and plants begin to regrow. Spring then turns to summer. Canada's summer is during July, August, and September. This is when we have the longest hours of sunlight and the warmest days of the year. As summer days pass, the days begin to get shorter, and so summer turns into fall, which usually begins in October. During fall, the leaves change color and fall to the ground. The days get shorter and therefore colder, and around November, it begins to snow again, and the cycle starts all over again. So the question is, why does this all happen? Well, some people believe that we have seasons because during certain times of the year, the Earth is closer to the sun. So, it is closer to the sun during summer and further from the sun during winter. However, this is just wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. And although the Earth is closer to the sun certain times of the year, this is not the reason for seasons. The real reason is because the Earth is continually rotating on a tilted axis, which is 23.5 degrees. Remember when we talked about the hemispheres? Well, because the Earth is tilted on an axis, the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun at certain times of the year, and the southern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun at opposite times of the year. If we take a look at the Earth that is on the right of this diagram, you will notice that the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun, and therefore the intensity of the sun is greater. This would create a hot summer climate. The reason for this is that in the summer, the sun's equator lines up with the northern hemisphere, creating more intense sunlight. More beams of sunlight are able to reach the northern hemisphere, which makes the summer days longer and a lot hotter. My friend Jimbo here is standing in the northern hemisphere, and as you can see, on the left he is tilted away from the sun, and on the right he is tilted towards the sun. Can you guess which Jimbo is experiencing summer and which Jimbo is experiencing winter? If you guessed the left was winter and the right was summer, you were correct. So this is why in December, Australians in the southern hemisphere are enjoying the summer and heat, while Canadians in the northern hemisphere are enjoying the winter and the snow.